Greetings, everyone. This is Rock from Spectrum with the first installment of our Marvel HeroClix War of the Realms unboxing series. Normally, we would have a primer to go ahead of this, but I wasn't able to participate in any sealed events, so we'll get the story information out of the way right quick. War of the Realms is a excuse me, was basically the conclusion, or well, not conclusion, the climax, so to speak, of Jason Aaron's Thor run. He, over the course of the run, the Dark Elf Malekith put together an army, so to speak, of, well, Thor villains, promising various major players bits of Midgard, Earth, once they take it over. And they attacked, basically, they wrecked shit, and yeah. A lot of characters got involved. Many of them are featured in this set. Not all of them, though. There's some glaring omissions, but to be fair, one I can understand. But yeah. Anyway, let's get started, shall we? Alright, so before we start opening, we'll of course remove our, before we crack open the first brick, we will of course remove the legacy card. We'll get to the legacy cards at the end alongside the Fast Forces and the Fast Forces and the Dice and Tokens, the Play at Home kit and the Dice and Tokens kit. So, and much like other HeroClix unboxings, we'll be doing in the first video will be the first 7 boosters from this. I only got a case and a half with War of the Realms. I just wasn't feeling the chases so much. Unlike Empire and Rise and Fall and so forth, so yeah. Anyway. As always, we'll start from the back here. So, here's what our booster looks like. Love that picture of Thor. On the back side, we've got one of the chases. It's Human Torch of the Eternal Flame. I've actually played against that Human Torch. It did not go well for me. Alright. First booster. Oh, nice. We got a super rare right off the bat. Okay, so we got, of course, the man of the hour, the focus of the set himself. The God of Thunder, Thor. We got super rare Crusader. An alternate future Avenger. We also got Shang Chi, who was tangentially involved in the story. We got Blade. And who else is it? Oh, and we got Lady Sif. We'll basically go through by rarity. Okay. And I'll go ahead and give some forewarning. I don't actually know much about Crusader, so yeah. But we'll start off with, like I said, the man himself, Thor. So, among the things I do know is that there is a shifting focus Thor cycle in the set. This is the common. I like the sculpt. Let's see what I think of the dial. So, Thor comes in at 75 points, has the Avengers team ability, as well as the Asgardian, Avengers, Deity, and Warrior keywords. We have a shifting focus trait. If Thor began your turn on the map, replace him with another character with this trait on the same click number. The full name of the trait being Shifting Focus, Son of Asgard. Looking at his dial, we got 3 clicks of charge, 4 clicks of sidestep. On speed, 3 clicks of quake on attack, 3 clicks of impervious, while 4 clicks of toughness on defense. Then we get 4 mid to late dial clicks of close combat expert. I kind of feel like this is that's one that could have been. That Thor dial feels much more in line with pre 2021 dial design. But anyway, moving on. We've got Blade. I like the sculpt. Trying to get some light on it. I need to work on my lighting setup in here. Last time we had Blade was in Captain America and the Avengers, and that Blade is at least at the moment, the best Blade that there's been in the game. This Blade comes in at 60 points. He has the Team Player Wildcard team ability, as well as the Avengers, Midnight Suns, Monster, and Mystical keywords. He also has a Rally ability, opposing attack rolls, but he gets traded Steel Energy. When Blade would be KO'd by an opposing character, you may remove one of Blade's Rally dice. If you do, turn to click number 6. This is protected from Pulse Wave, so if he gets KO'd because of Pulse Wave, you can still prevent the KO. Looking at his dial, we get 3 clicks of charge, followed by 3 clicks of flurry on its speed. On attack, we open up with just 3 clicks of Blade's Claw's Fangs. On defense, we open up with a few clicks. Let's see, that's what? 2 clicks of toughness, then we get 3 clicks of combat reflexes, and we end with a click of regeneration. Okay, alright. Not bad. I think the super rare from Captain America and the Avengers is still better. But, I mean, it's a super rare. Of course it's better. So, next up we've got Lady Sif. Looks like she got a little bendy in the booster. It happens. I do like the sculpt. There's been some talk in the player community about the new scale and how it hasn't done anything but sculpt. I disagree. There have been a few stinkers, don't get me wrong, but there have also been some good ones. I think the only problem with this is the quality of the plastic being used. But Sif here comes in at 55 points. She has the Asgardian, Avengers, Deity, and Warrior keywords. She also has a Rally ability, this keying off of friendly attack rolls. But with the Rally, she has traded Flurry. Free, remove one of Lady Sif's Rally dice to make a close attack. Okay, let's look at her dial. You got a click of charge, 2 clicks of sidestep, and then another click of charge and 2 more clicks of sidestep. On her charge click, she's got Blade's Claw's Fangs. Okay. On defense, we've got invulnerability for a click, then a click of. So, yeah, it looks like we go. So the first 4 clicks, we go back and forth between invulnerability and toughness. Then it's a click of get some combat reflexes, and she finished up with invulnerability back. On damage, we open up with leadership, and we get some close combat expert. Back to leadership, and then some late dial exploit weakness. So that late dial will be really good for her with the flurry, and yeah. Because flurry and exploit, yeah, that's always a fun combination. Since last year. Now that it actually works together. Next up, we've got Shang Chi. Now, Shang Chi, something noteworthy about him we'll get to in a second. Something I really like, and I should have mentioned this with Sif, but I especially want to mention with Shang Chi just because of, yeah, the numbers. But Shang Chi comes in at 50 points. He has the Team Player Wildcard ability, as well as Agents of Atlas, Avengers, Heroes for Hire, Marvel Knights, Martial Arts, and Spy keywords. He also has traded Flurry, the trait Deadly Hands of Kung Fu. Looking at his dial, so the big thing I want to take note of, he's got 3 targets but 0 range. So one of the big changes, I never really mentioned this because it didn't really come up, but one of the big changes is that if a character has multiple targets, they can attack multiple targets in melee as well as at range. If they have range, they can do multiple at range. But yeah, so yeah, he can attack 3 different characters. Sif, Thor, and Blade all have 2 targets, but with Blade, he's at least got range. So, looking at Shang Chi's style, though, 3 clicks of charge and 3 clicks of sidestep. On attack, with a full run of the special power, pressure points, granting incapacitate with a unique modifier. When Shang-Chi uses incapacitate, until your next turn, hit characters given an action token, modified damage by -1. Okay, alright, I kind of like it, actually. Defense, we got 3 clicks of super senses and 3 clicks of combat reflexes. Damage, we get 3 clicks of exploit weakness, followed by 3 clicks of close combat expert. Okay, alright. Again, this feels like it would really work well a year and a half ago. It still looks good, don't get me wrong. I'm looking forward to using it, but yeah. Now, let's move on to our super rare. Kicking things off with one. That's always nice. Usually a good sign, too. So this is Crusader. Apparently, she's an alternate future. She's from an alternate future. She's the daughter of Rogue and Captain America. And apparently she's also worthy. It's always cool. So, let's look at her dial. She comes in at either 125 or 75 points, has the Avengers and X-Men team abilities, as well as the Asgardian Avengers, Battleworld Other. Okay, so she's from Secret Wars, gotcha. X-Men and Soldier keywords, and we have improved targeting, ignores characters, and a trait, Mjolnir and Dad's Shield. Free. Choose one to last until you choose again. Close combat expert and a shield deflection. That's cool, okay. Now let's look at her dial, which is deep. At 125 points, you got 10 clicks. So we get 5 clicks of charge and 5 clicks of special power. Speed and power, which grants sidestep and flurry. Then we have a full dial of Quake. 5 clicks of impervious, followed by 5 clicks of vulnerability. Then on damage, we open up with the special power Bring Peace or Die Trying, which grants leadership and empower. And then that gives way to 5 clicks at the end of regular empower. I like her. I've heard some people kind of, say she's not that great, but she seems pretty good to me. Decent combat values. Nothing below an 11. Attack value at its lowest is an 11. I like it. Alright, moving on to our next booster. And yeah, we got a big old boy here just to watch things. Surtur. Actually, there is one of the legacy cards is of Surtur. I think Surtur's one of the few in this set where I actually got him. I think the Wrecking Crew from Mighty Thor, except for Wrecker, are in here. Though the Thunderbolt might be the Invincible Iron Man one. I don't know. Then there's also like an old Beta Ray Bill, Thor's Chariot, a few others. Alright, let's see what we got. Oh, we got another super rare. Okay, alright. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, there's who all we got. Alright, so, as usual, we'll start off with commons. We got Vision. Vision is also the target of a shifting focus cycle in this set. Then we've got the Hulk, who I haven't had to go against him, but I know what he does, and I gotta say I kind of like it. We got the Prince of Power himself, Hercules, and a figure that I am exceptionally thrilled to have pulled, especially early on, because I'm hoping that means I might get more, or at least one more. We got Groot. I am Groot. And our super rare is Thor. who I think is actually part of the shifting focus. I think is actually a shifting focus figure. Though his sculpt is different. I mean, he comes in at 75 points, so yeah, I think so. Okay. Shifting focus, sure. The really amazing, everyone crapped themselves over for super rare Thor, maybe not. Alright, so let's get these cards out and get that out of the way. Alright. Okay, so as usual, we'll start lowest, start for, numerical order. So, Vision. Looks like this is our more solid Vision. There was a previous shifting focus Vision set, I think back in Avengers Defenders War. It was two figures. One was more solid and, all about, hitting up close. The other one was more about hitting from range and being intangible. So yeah, you can get the same thing here. So Vision comes in at 65 points as the Avengers team ability, as well as the Avengers and robot keywords, and he's got improved movement. I think it ignores and destroys blocking, I think. Yeah, shifting focus Vision. If you began your turn on the map, replace him with another character with this trait on the same click number. Okay. Then looking at his dial, we have a full run speed of a special power. Come in like a wrecking ball. Okay, yeah. So that's an improved movement and ignores and destroys blocking. When Vision is given a move action after resolutions, you may deal an adjacent opposing character 1 damage. Okay. Then on defense, we've got 3 clicks of impervious and 3 clicks of toughness. And on damage, we open up with 3 clicks of close combat expert. Not bad. Next, we have the Hulk. I'm gonna say I like that sculpt. I really like that sculpt. That is an awesome Hulk sculpt. Probably one of the best single base conventional size Hulk sculpts I've seen in a while. Kind of reminds me of the Rampaging Hulk LE from like a decade ago. Just not smashing up the base. So Hulk comes in at 70 points. He has the Avengers team ability, as well as the Avengers, Brute, Monster, and Scientist keywords. So we have a trait. Stand firm, remain strong. Invulnerability. Friendly characters that are adjacent or have the Avengers keyword can use toughness. Ho ho ho. Yeah, I'm like, okay, yeah, he's going to be showing up on a lot of teams, of mine at least. Looking at his dial, we've got 2 clicks of sidestep, 3 clicks of charge, followed by 2 clicks of flurry. On attack, we have 3 mid-dial clicks of quake, and that's it. Then on defense, we open up, we've got, was that 5 clicks? Yeah, 5 clicks of combat reflexes, 2 clicks of regeneration. Then on damage, we have 3 mid-dial clicks of close combat expert and 2 late dial clicks of exploit weakness. Okay, alright. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Now we have Hercules. Now you might be wondering why is... it makes sense that Hercules would be in the set, right? I mean, surely he'd be involved with, an Asgardian invasion of Earth, or with a bunch of Thor villains invading Earth, right? That's the thing, though. He wasn't. So, in recent years, Hercules has joined the Guardians of the Galaxy. But Herc comes in at 100 points or 65 points, has the Guardians team ability, which, to remind anyone what it does, may not remember from the Empire unboxing, this character's combat values can't be modified by opposing characters' effects. Okay. Now that's modified, not replaced. So, going up against Black Leopard, with someone with Guardians, you're still going to have to deal with, replacement values. But he's got the Avengers, Champions, Defenders, Guardians of the Galaxy, Heroes for Hire, Deity, Warrior keywords, as well as improved movement, ignores and destroys blocking. Now, looking at his dial, we've got 3 clicks of charge, 3 clicks of plasticity, 3 clicks of flurry, and a long dial. On the attack, we have 3 late dial clicks of steel energy, On defense, we got 3 clicks of impervious, 3 clicks of invulnerability, and then 3 clicks of super senses. Then on damage, we've got... Oh boy. Weird, okay. We've got 6 clicks of Close Combat Expert. It said he's supposed to have Exploit Weakness, but apparently he doesn't. Sometimes WizKid screws up. Moving on, though, we've got Groot. Now, this is a big deal to me. Before this, the only Groot figure I've ever had in clicks was Thor Groot from the Mighty Thor. It's not Groot, but, you know, every other regular Groot has been a high rarity or part of a base not exactly easy to get hold of. So the fact they made one that was uncommon puts a smile on my face. But looking at him, he comes in at 55 points. He has the Guardians team ability as well as the Guardians of the Galaxy and Cosmic keywords. Looking at his dial, we've got 3 clicks of Sidestep and 3 clicks of Plasticity. Full run of the special power Spurs and Branches. Giant Reach 3, Quake, but deals 3 damage instead of 2. Okay, I like it. Then we get 3 clicks of Impervious, 3 clicks of Toughness. On damage, 3 clicks of Empower, followed by 3 clicks of Exploit Weakness. Okay, alright. Combat values are eh. Anyway, moving on to our second super rare and just as many boosters. Thor. I love this sculpt. I'm just absolutely enamored of it. Thor here comes in at 75 points, has the Avengers team ability, as well as the Asgardian Avengers Deity and Warrior keywords and the shifting focus trait. Same as the common Thor we looked at earlier, or in the last booster. So looking at his dial, we've got 4 clicks of Sidestep and 3 clicks of Charge, a full dial of special power, or special attack power, Hammer Throw. Power, improved targeting, ignores his blocking terrain, ignores characters. Make a close attack regardless of adjacency, targeting all opposing characters within 6 squares along a single direct line of fire. Each hit character is dealt Thor's printed damage value instead of normal damage. After resolutions, destroy any wall or squares of blocking terrain along the direct line of fire. Okay, alright. So a few years ago, there was a chase, the Mighty Thor actually, there was a chase Thor that had Mjolnir as an equipment, and he could basically he could throw it and basically make a ranged close attack. So if he targeted someone with, say, energy deflection from 6 squares away, he tosses Mjolnir. It's still a close attack, and then Mjolnir comes back. Anyway, the rest of his dial, we've got, what is that? 4 clicks of invulnerability and 3 clicks of impervious, and sadly nothing on damage. But to be fair, he doesn't really need much at that point. I can see a power gem working out nicely on him. Well, no, actually no. Because printed damage, but it would still do, it would still modify his attack, but he wouldn't get the +2 to the damage, so yeah. Anyway. Moving on. Oh, it looks like we got our first duplicate. Got ourselves another Vision. Okay, so like I said, our first duplicate. Then we got another Scarlet Witch. Well, a new Scarlet Witch. I have some thoughts, but yeah. Oh, yes. I'm someone we've been desperately needing a new version of for a while. Black Widow. We got another we got a new Captain Marvel. To be fair, the last one was great. The Captain America: The Avengers one was also great. Wait, hold the phone. Did I just get a... Did I get nothing higher than a friggin' uncommon? Alright. I'm still salty about Black Panther, the Black Widow from Black Panther and the Illuminati. Yes, being able to equip the Space Stone, but being lame even with it. So yeah, 35 points. That's yeah, no, that's okay, I see. Captain Marvel is our rare. Okay, so we did get a rare. All right, so we'll start off by looking at Scarlet Witch. I like the sculpt. I wish maybe she had I don't know, some kind of translucent effect on her hand, attached to her hand, but you know, whatever. As the famous philosopher Jagger once noted, you can't always get what you want. So Scarlet Witch comes in at 30 points, has the Avengers team ability, as well as the Avengers, Latveria, Young Avengers, and mystical keywords. Looking at her dial, we have a full run of the special speed power. What I must do, I can't do on my own. Phasing teleport, passenger 3, but only to carry characters that share a keyword with her. Okay, that's great. All right, I'm all for taxi. We get 2 clicks of telekinesis. Then we get 2 end dial clicks on defense, a barrier, and a full dial, well, 4 clicks for this one, in this case, of probability control. A little underwhelming, but not terrible. Still probably going to run her. Moving on, though, we've got Black Widow. Fudge. Okay, so Widow comes in at 50 points. She has the team player wildcard team ability, as well as the Avengers, Champions, Shield, Thunderbolts, Martial Artist, Spy, keywords, as well as improved movement ignores characters. We have a trait, wait for the perfect opportunity. Stealth. Friendly characters that are adjacent or have the Avengers keyword can use stealth. Okay, I like it. Looking at her dial, it's kind of short. We get 3 clicks of sidestep and 2 clicks of charge. Nothing on attack. Not even incapacitate. 3 clicks of combat reflexes followed by 2 clicks of super senses on defense. 3 clicks of outwit followed by 2 clicks of close combat expert on damage. I'd probably flip around the first 2 and last 2 clicks. At least power-wise, but yeah. Just my thoughts. Then next we have Kid Loki. So, a sub-theme in putting the Guardians of the Galaxy in this set is a book that I looked at in the lead-up and during War of the Realms, entitled As Guardians of the Galaxy. Angela, Thor's sister, led a team of Asgardian characters doing superhero stuff in space. Among them was a destroyer, and the whole thing was it was being piloted by someone. But the first issue, I think it was the first issue, kind of said, "Oh, it's Kid Loki." So yeah. Anyway, Kid Loki comes in at 50 points. He has the Guardians team ability, as well as the Asgardian, Guardians of the Galaxy, deity, and mystical keyword and a trait. We save the galaxy. Power. If Kid Loki is adjacent to a friendly War of the Realms 53A destroyer, give the destroyer a move action as free. After resolutions, the destroyer may make an attack. Okay. Looking at his dial, we've got 2 clicks of mind control, 3 clicks of sidestep, 2 clicks of telekinesis on attack, followed by 3 clicks of blades, 2 clicks of super senses, followed by 3 clicks of combat reflexes. On damage, we got a couple clicks of leadership, then 3 clicks of probability control. Not bad. Okay, Loki the leader. Who knew? Finally, we've got Captain Marvel. I will say this much. I like the sculpt. I don't think there was a need for another Captain Marvel so soon, but hey, what do I know, right? So Captain Marvel comes in at 100 points or 50 points. Has the Avengers and Guardians team abilities, as well as the Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy, Kree, and Soldier keywords. And she has the Recruiter ability. Now, Recruiter first popped up at Empire, but I think only like a handful of figures. So, power. Choose a character with the Kree keyword in your KO area that hasn't been chosen for or generated by a recruiter effect. If you do, generate a character with the Kree keyword from your sideline that has a lower point value than the chosen character. This game, the generated character can't be replaced, and your opponent scores them immediately instead of when they're KO'd. Okay. So looking at her dial, we get 3 clicks of running shot, followed by 3 clicks of charge. Then on attack, 3 clicks of psychic blast, 3 clicks of quake. Defense it's a full run of invulnerability. Damage, we get 3 clicks of probability control, followed by 3 clicks of close combat expert. Okay. Alright. Okay, I will grant this this figure something. It does it's a little bit more economical than the last couple versions we got of Carol, so yeah. Moving on, next booster. Man, they didn't do a good job on the glue with this. Alright, we got another duplicate in the form of Lady Sif. Okay. Put the cards there. We got a Captain America. Okay. I love that sculpt. We got Nova, a longtime favorite of mine. We got Dr. Annabelle Riggs, okay. Part of the Asgardians. There's some fun stuff to talk about there. Baron Zemo. And as mentioned already, a second Lady Sif. We'll put her with our second Vision. And a little duplicate party. Alright, so let's get the cards out, put these guys in all in order, and then, yeah. So, the fun stuff with Annabelle Riggs, she was soulbound? She was somehow connected to Brunhild Valkyrie, to the point where they could kind of switch places, similar to the another Marvel hero named Darkhawk. And this became a major plot point. This became a major point within the Asgardians of the Galaxy issues that tied into War of the Realms. Malekith slaughtered the Valkyries, including Brunhilde. And since she was on Earth, well, what did that mean for Annabelle? Well, that was kind of a big point of the tie-in story. The first few issues of the tie-in story to War of the Realms. So, yeah. Okay. So, we'll start off with Sentinel of Liberty himself, Captain America. Like I said, I love that sculpt. It's iconic. You know? The pose, everything about it. It's just like, that's Cap. So, Cap here comes in at 60 points. He has the Avengers and S.H.I.E.L.D. team abilities, as well as the Avengers and Invaders, S.H.I.E.L.D. Pass and Soldier keywords. It's a simple and straightforward dial. Long, too, I might add, for 60 points. We get 2 clicks of charge, 3 clicks of sidestep, and 2 more clicks of charge. Sadly, nothing on attack. On defense, we open up with 2 clicks of inertial deflection, 3 clicks of toughness, 2 more clicks of inertial deflection. Defense, kind of the same thing going on. We get 2 clicks of leadership, 3 clicks of close combat expert, and 2 more clicks at the end of leadership. Yeah, I'm probably going to be using him a bit. Moving on, though, we've got Nova. So, as I mentioned, Nova's a long-time favorite of mine. I've been a fan of him ever since the 90s and the old New Warriors days. Yeah, that's a fun statement to say. Nova first appeared in the 70s. The big push on sci-fi comics because of this little science fiction movie that came out in the late 70s Star Wars. I think that's it. It's this little thing. I think about it. I think of it sometimes, But yeah, a bunch of sci-fi comics and shows and various forms of media popped up because of it. So I guess it was a big deal. You realize, of course, I'm joking. Anyway, Nova comes in at 70 points. He has the Guardians and PD team abilities, as well as the Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy, Nova Corps, Cosmic, Police, and Soldier keywords. Now, the PD team ability: when an adjacent friendly character makes a ranged attack, modify the target's defense by -1 if the target is within line of fire of this character. Okay, I like it. Okay, alright, I get how it works, I think. I'll probably forget at some point, but yeah. Alright, so, looking at his dial, we open up with 4 clicks of a special power, the Human Rocket, which grants charge and running shot. When Nova uses charge, if he has no action tokens, don't have speed. Okay, I get it, yeah. Cool. So that means you have a nice long, just boom, right in your face, close combat expert. They make 2 clicks of phasing. Okay, alright. Attack, we get 2 clicks of penetrating psychic blast, and 2 clicks of energy explosion, and 2 clicks of steel energy. Okay. Then on defense, 2 clicks of impervious, 2 clicks of toughness. Okay. 2 clicks of super senses. Okay. Damage, we open up with 2 clicks of close combat expert, and then 2 clicks of exploit weakness. Okay. All right. 70 points. I'm not complaining. Hell, we got a new Nova. Haven't had a new one for a while. There's Dr. Annabelle Riggs. So Annabelle here comes in at 50 points. Has the Guardian, Guardians of the Galaxy assigned as keywords as well as a trait, Valkyrie. Free. If Dr. Annabelle Riggs began your turn on the map, replace her with War of the Realms number 26, Valkyrie, on the same click number. Okay, alright. Then looking at her dial, we get 3 clicks of sidestep and 2 clicks of stealth. Nothing on attack, 3 clicks of initial deflection, followed by 2 clicks of combat reflexes. Then on damage, we got a special power with 3 clicks. Not that kind of doctor. Outwit. When Dr. Annabelle Riggs uses it, she can choose a number of powers equal to the target's action tokens plus 1. Okay, alright. So if you go up against someone who's got multiple action tokens, you can get rid of multiple... Oh, an action token, you can get rid of multiple powers. Then we get 2 clicks of regular Outwit. Okay, alright. I like it. Man, I'm having some fun building Guardians teams. Finally, we've got Baron Zemo. This shitheel. Zemo here comes in at 75 points or 35 points. Has the Masters of Evil team ability as well as the Masters of Evil Thunderbolts, Ruler, and Soldier keywords. We have he's got a Recruiter ability for Masters of Evil, for the Masters of Evil rather than Kree like Captain Marvel had. Then looking at his dial, we've got 4 clicks of charge and 3 clicks of stealth, 4 clicks of Blaze Claw's Fangs, followed by 4 clicks of telekinesis, 3 clicks of telekinesis, a full dial of Mastermind. And then on damage, we have a full run of special power. Your strategy is pathetic compared to mine, which grants leadership and outwit. I can see some use for him. I'd probably still lean more towards the super rare from Captain America: The Avengers, though. But that's me. Anyway, moving on to our next booster. We're halfway done with the first brick. Alright, cool. Man, they did not do the best job gluing this, please. Alright. And it looks like everything in here is new. Which is what I would love to see. So, we've got the Executioner, got Black Knight. As cool as it is, for my own personal nostalgia, to see him with his photonic sword, I probably would have preferred seeing him with the ebony blade instead. But, you know. Black Panther. Spiderman with a funky helmet. And everyone's favorite space pirate. Okay, not everyone's, but yeah. We've got Yondu. Yondu Odonta. Alright, so let's pull out the cards, put everyone on their first clicks, and get started, shall we? Okay, we'll start with... Alright, so Executioner, Black Panther. I think Black Panther, one from Empire, I think he was one of the recruiter characters there in that set. Good old Spider-Man's Yondu. And the Black Knight. I'd kind of like to see a new Black Knight, maybe based off the kind of new norm. But so we'll start with Executioner. So the Executioner is a longtime Thor villain. Sometimes here ally others. He started off as a villain. He's usually kind of seen as a henchperson of the Enchantress. But in the Ragnarok arc of Walt Simonson's run on Thor, which is probably just as important to the Thor mythos, the Marvel Thor mythos, as Jason Aaron's run, the Executioner, to fend off invading forces to Asgard, picked up a pair of M16s and just stood his ground. They recreated it a bit rather well, I thought, in Thor Ragnarok. But yeah, anyway, so Executioner comes in at 90 points, has the Master of Evil team ability as well as the Asgardian Master of Evil Brute and Warrior keywords. He's got a fairly straightforward dial. It's long, too. 3 clicks of charge, 3 clicks of flurry, 3 clicks of sidestep. 6 clicks from the mid dial onward of steel energy. 3 clicks of invulnerability, 3 clicks of toughness, and 3 clicks at the end of impervious. Okay, all right. He was part of the Asgardians of the Galaxy as well. But anyway, moving on, we've got Black Panther. Black Panther comes in at 45 points. Has the Avengers, Fantastic Four, Wakanda, Ruler, and Warrior keywords, as well as a rally ability. The trait part of it grants him leadership, but his rally ability, friendly attack rolls include a 1. When an opposing character uses leadership, you may remove one of Black Panther's rally die to replace the D6 result. Oh, I like it. Okay. Next up, looking at his dial, we've got 3 clicks of stealth, followed by 2 clicks of flurry, 3 clicks of blaze claws fangs on attack, 3 clicks of combat reflexes, followed by 2 clicks of super senses on defense, then 2 late dial clicks of outwit. Okay. For 45 points, I'm not complaining there. Moving on, though, we've got friendly neighborhood Spider-Man with a funky helmet and shield. Spider-Man got to do a lot during War of the Realms. He was part of a strike team led by Captain America into Jotunheim with the intent of rescuing Thor. He also led the League of the Realms at Thor's behest, with Thor stating there's no one who's more Midgard than Spider-Man. It was meant as a compliment. Spidey comes in at 75 points. He has the Spider-Man ally team ability, as well as the Asgardian, Spider-Man family, and scientist keywords. He also has improved movement in elevated terrain and a trait. Shield and magic helmet. At least I think it's magic. initial deflection, and toughness. If I remember correctly, the helmet allowed him to talk, or to understand the horse he rode in Jotunheim. Anyway, looking at his dial, we get 4 clicks of charge, followed by 3 clicks of sidestep, 4 clicks of quake, followed by 3 clicks of incapacitate, full dial of super senses. Then we get 4 clicks of exploit weakness, followed by 3 clicks of outwit. Okay, all right. Honestly, I like it. It's a very circumstantial but Spider-Man dial, but it works for the circumstances. Moving on, we've got Yondu. Yondu. So there's a Yondu in the OG Guardians of the Galaxy, set in the future, and the character was adapted into this version for the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, just to have someone have a character, a previously existing Marvel character utilized, and but because of the popularity of the movies, a modern day Yondu Adonta was introduced. So Yondu comes in at 50 points. He has the Guardians team ability, as well as the Guardians of the Galaxy, Ravagers, Cosmic, and Pirate keywords, as well as improved targeting, ignores elevation. We also have a rally die, all attack rolls, that include 3, free. Remove one of Yondu's rally dice. If you do, this turn, Yondu has 3 targets and deals penetrating damage. Okay, alright, that's cool. For his little, whatever it is, his arrow thingy that he whistles for. Looking at his dial, we've got 3 clicks of running shot, followed by 2 clicks of sidestep. Sadly, nothing on attack. 3 clicks of initial deflection, followed by 2 clicks of super senses. 3 clicks of probability control, followed by 2 clicks of outwit. Would have been nice to maybe see some leadership, but whatever. He'll make a good addition to pirate teams. And I could definitely see him being a potential ally to the Starjammers. Moving on, we've got Black Knight. Like I said, I would have liked the more OG version, like with the ebony blade, rather than the '90s version. But you know what? I'm cool. And I've said this before. One of the best design choices of the '90s, I think, when it came to characters, was just throwing bomber jackets at everybody. Like, you get a bomber jacket, you get a bomber jacket, everybody gets a bomber jacket. It's the '90s. Yeah. For some characters, it really worked. Black Widow, Black Knight, Cyclops in an ad for X-Men themed clothing. No, really, it's a thing. Anyway, Black Knight comes in at 75 points, has the Avengers team ability, as well as the Avengers, Defenders, Excalibur, Heroes for Hire, Mystical, Scientist, and Warrior keywords. Looking at his dial, we've got 4 clicks of charge, followed by 3 clicks of flurry on attack, or on speed. On attack, we have a full roll of the special power, Photonic Sword. Blade's Claw's Fang. When Black Knight uses it, after resolutions, give the hit character an action token. Okay. On defense, we got a couple clicks of invulnerability, followed by and the rest of the dial is a special power, Avalon, which grants toughness. Free. Choose one to use until your next turn. Combat reflexes and initial deflection. Okay. Alright. On damage, we get 2 clicks of outwit, 2 clicks of exploit weakness, and 3 clicks of close combat expert. Not bad. Not bad. Moving on to our next booster. Possibly the next to last one for this video. Let's see how high a note we can end the video on, huh? I try singing, but I kind of suck at singing when I'm sitting down, so it's an airflow thing. Alright, so another Black Widow, another Hercules, and we got a couple new figures. And I can just put this Black Widow with the others where she would have been if I had dropped the other one, because, oops. We got ourselves another Black Widow, another Hercules. Which I gotta say, Hercules probably comes in as one of the keyword kings in this set. Like, what doesn't he have? Well, okay, he doesn't have any X-Men team. He doesn't have X-Men or anything. He doesn't have as Guardian, but yeah. Then we've got another Nova. My only disappointment with that Nova figure, honestly, no new Warriors keyword. We got Angela, leader of the as Guardians of the Galaxy, and we also got I think our first storyline villain, because while Executioner was involved at the time, he was involved more heroically as Scourge, who we will hopefully be seeing later. But we also got Curse. So let's take care of these cards right quick. Like, I have my issues with this set. The fact that Starter's daughter Cinder didn't even make it. There are no generics to speak of. This is a set that could and should have been rife with generics, but yeah. Nope. Alright, so we'll start off with Angela, since she's an uncommon. And Curse is a rare, so yeah. I like the sculpt. Angela is an interesting character, to say the least. Created by Neil Gaiman for Spawn number 9, which Gaiman wrote. He protested to Todd McFarlane's plans for the character, and McFarlane stated that no, it was work for hire. I own the character. It was found that Gaiman owned the character as well as Medieval Spawn, and since Marvel helped with his, as I understand, Marvel helped with his legal expenses, and so he licensed the character to Marvel, and she became an Asgardian, the secret sister of Thor. You remember that whole thing in Thor Ragnarok where they talk about Hela being Thor's secret sister and all that, and hidden away, locked away? That was actually more Angela's story. But yeah, Angela comes in at 50 points. She has the Guardians team ability, as well as the Asgardian, Guardians of the Galaxy, Assassin, Deity, and Warrior keywords. Looking at her dial, we've got 3 clicks of Charge, followed by 3 clicks of Sidestep, a full run of Blaze Claw's Fangs, 3 clicks of Invulnerability, followed by 3 clicks of Combat Reflexes, and a full dial of Exploit Weakness. Oof. Yeah. I can see her putting the hurt on some people. Man, give her some Octopus Arms for that flurry. Whoo. Charge, flurry, exploit. Yes, please. Maybe put some Empower pieces next to her and just smack a bitch for what? 6 penetrating each hit. Oof. Ow. Anyway, moving on, we've got Curse. So this is okay. So there have been multiple people to wear the Curse armor. This is clearly the new one. Was Zira, but Curse comes in at 60 points. Has the Asgardian armor, Brute, Monster, Mystical, and Warrior keywords. Looking at the dial, we have a trait, Bloodthirst. Charge, Sidestep, and Giant Reach of 2. Ooh. Then we get 3 clicks of Flurry. On damage, attack, we got 3 clicks of 3 late dial clicks of Steel Energy. Defense, we've got Invulnerability for all 5 clicks. Damage, we got 3 clicks of Outwit and 3 clicks of Close Combat Expert. Okay, alright. So, okay, this is our last week for the video, so let's see how high of a note we can end the video on, huh? We started off on a hell of a high note. 2 super rares in a row. There aren't many ways I can think of this. I can think of some ways that we can end the video on a high note. So, yeah. Alright. And no, we won't be. At least on a higher note than we were already on. Alright, so we did get ourselves a duplicate in the form of Black Panther. We'll set him up with the rest of the duplicate party. Then we got Spider-Man, only it's Miles, and something that was pointed out that I have to agree with, it's nice to see a Miles that isn't just a palette swap of Peter. Now, to be fair, and I'll totally defend WizKids on this. It's easy to do it that way. So yeah. Then we've got the Enchantress, who apparently has the same sculpt as Scarlet Witch. We got ourselves Scourge. Yeah, there are two versions of Executioner in the set: Scourge and the Executioner. This is Scourge's more heroic version. And we got Ulick as our rare. There was a fun tie-in to War of the Realms with Deadpool's ongoing the Deadpool ongoing at that point in time. But he had to go to Australia to deal with Ulick, and there was a joke made that apparently Ulick is rock troll for Bob. So yeah. But Ulick is going to really highlight what I said about the lack of generics, because yeah. So, alright, so we'll put Black Rose card over here, and we will start with Spider-Man. Like I said, it's Miles. I do like this costume of his, but yeah. So Spider-Man comes in at 60 points, has the Spider-Man Ally Team ability, as well as the Avengers, Champions, Shield, and Spider-Man Family keywords, and improved movement ignores elevation. We have a trait, pardon me, swinging through, super senses. Friendly characters that are adjacent or the Avengers keyword can use super senses. I like it. I like it a lot. Looking at his dial, we get 3 clicks of charge, followed by 3 clicks of plasticity. On attack, we get 3 clicks of quake. Defense, we get 3 late dial clicks of barrier. Okay. Damage, 3 clicks of outwit, followed by 3 clicks of exploit weakness. Okay, alright. Barrier is nothing I would really expect to see on a Spider-Man dial, but it makes sense, I guess, a webbing wall. Next up, we've got Enchantress. Enchantress is a long-time Thor villain. We've had a few versions of her in HeroClix. Though it's been a minute since we've had I think it's been since Mighty Thor since we had a Maura. So, she comes in at 75 points, has the Master of Evil and Mystics keyword, or team abilities, as well as the Asgardian, Master of Evil, and Mystical keywords. And we have a trait, You Will Love Me. Mind Control. When the Enchantress uses it, after resolutions, give each hit target an Allure token, if they don't have one already. When an opposing character with an Allure token attacks the Enchantress, modify their attack and damage by -1. Okay? Then, looking at her dial, we've got 3 clicks of phasing, followed by 3 clicks of sidestep, 3 clicks of telekinesis, followed by 3 clicks of poison, 3 clicks of inertial deflection, followed by 3 clicks of mastermind, 3 clicks of probability control, followed by 3 clicks of outwit. Okay. One thing I'd like to see with her allure tokens would have been something like being able to mastermind damage onto a character with an allure token. I think that would make a lot of sense, especially with something like an allure character. Even if it was just something like they at least have to be adjacent. That would also work really well and kind of be, opinions, Opinions and assholes. We've all got one. We all think ours don't stink. Moving on, we've got Scourge. And yeah, it's just the same. It's the same sculpt as Executioner. The paint job's a little different. That's literally it. So Scourge comes in at 60 points. Has the Guardian Team ability, as well as the Asgardian, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Warrior keywords. Looking at his dial, on speed, we open up special power Dis and Order, which grants him charge and running shot. Then we get 3 clicks of sidestep, On attack, we get 3 clicks of Penetrating Psychic Blast. Defense, 3 clicks of Toughness and 3 clicks of Combat Reflexes. Damage, 3 clicks of Exploit Weakness and then 3 clicks of Close Combat Expert. I like that he's got Pensai and Exploit on the same clicks, where he's got Charge and Running Shot. So you got options. I like it. I like it a lot. Maybe maybe give him someone that's got enhancement for him to either carry around or, just be hanging out with them, and yeah, you could do some damage there, or empower. Either way. Anyway, our last figure for the video, we have King Ulick. Sorry, he's a king. His Highness King Ulick, King of the Rock Trolls, which sound a lot cooler than they actually are, but So King Ulick comes in at 65 points. Has the Asgardian, Brute, Monster, and Ruler keywords, as well as the trait Unstoppable Army of Trolls. This grants His Highness leadership and mastermind. When King Ulick uses leadership and succeeds, you may instead generate a Rock Troll bystander. Okay. Rock Trolls, well, we'll take a quick look. It's got Charge, decent attack values, or decent attack value, decent defense, decent damage, but it's Charge. And that's my problem there. The Rock Trolls should have been a generic that Ulick generates a figure of, not a bystander of. And that's going to be a common thing I'll be bringing that'll come up quite a bit. Cinder, Surtur's daughter, should have been in the set and should have done the same. Should have had fire demons to to summon if she hit leadership, but nope. Anyway, looking at Ulick's dial, 4 clicks of Charge followed by 3 clicks of Sidestep. Nothing on attack. 4 clicks of Impervious followed by 3 clicks of Toughness. 4 clicks of Exploit Weakness followed by 3 clicks of Close Combat Expert. Okay, all right. But that is going to do it for now. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Twitter, Patreon, and PayPal can be found in the description box down below. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off saying, live long and rock hard.